Dish with D. That's me. It is Monday, start of another week, and I've been asked several times by people. A lot of people don't know what just follow the plan means, and I always hashtag it, hashtag JFTP, because when you look up hashtag that, you will find anything that anybody's posted that hashtags it. So that's why we hashtag it. So this way it's easier to find stuff. But what is just follow the plan? I don't understand. What is that? I want to simplify it for everybody. It's basically what I've done. Simplified your program, simplified your journey, simplified your weight loss. Why? Because sometimes we want to start something and we just do, okay, we're just going to do, for instance, I'm going to join Weight Watchers today. So I signed up. I'm on the blue plan. Okay. You know what? I'm going to join a gym because I really should do that. I really should exercise and work out. So I'm going to join a gym. Okay. I did that. Okay. Now I'm going to make sure that I drink 10 of these a day because that's what I should do. And besides the gym and the water, I need to make sure that I get 10,000 steps. Yes. Oh, and I have to make a plan for next week. I have to, grab and plan my meals for next week. And let me prep. I really should prep my stuff. Yes, I need to. So you've already given yourself all those tasks. How much of that you think you're actually going to accomplish? Maybe the first week you might accomplish most of them. But what will happen is you will frustrate. You'll be like, I just can't. And you will just shut down and do none of it. So when I say just follow the plan, that's what I mean. Just follow your weight loss plan. Whatever one you choose. Weight Watchers, keto, calories, low carb, paleo, Whole30, Atkins, Slim Fast. Whatever one you choose, just follow that. And then you can add all that stuff in later. It'd be great to add all that in later, but if you can't do the basics, the other things honestly don't mean anything because you're not going to continue them. This is more, I call it a just follow the plan challenge, but it's really an unchallenge because I'm not challenging you to do all those things. I'm just giving you the basics, baby steps. And I say this because you want sustainable changes. You don't want something that you'll do for a week and then you've probably killed yourself doing it and then you're frustrated yourself and then you're just not going to do anything. And frustration leads to a lot of things. So I'm trying to take away some of your frustration by simplifying it. So I hope this explanation helps. We just want to follow a simple plan. No muss, no fuss. I always say that. It's like I tend to use that. No muss, no fuss. Well, that's what it is. You have to keep things, simplified because you want to continue something. If I complicated my journey, I wouldn't be sitting here where I'm at right now. Nope. And I'll tell you, that's all I really did. I only just followed the plan. I didn't exercise. I didn't drink the water. I didn't move a certain amount. I didn't join a gym. Didn't do anything. Didn't meal prep, didn't plan my meals out. I tried, I did try, and then I realized that's just not me. And it's, it's perfectly fine. You have to be yourself. You can't be somebody else because that, my friends, never works. It doesn't. And we'll see somebody who's done it. You're like, well, I'm going to do what she did because it worked for her. Just because it worked for her doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. Say it. We have to be ourselves. And what are you? What do you like to do? What are you capable of doing? You know what? That capability might change down the line, but we're talking right now. I'm not talking 20, 30 pounds from now. I'm talking right now. What can you accomplish at your weight? Can you just follow the simple plan? That's all I want you to do. Look at what your plan is and follow it. I didn't do anything. Honestly, I did nothing spectacular. I didn't work out. I didn't exercise. I did none of that stuff. And I lost weight because I ate less. This journey is all about eating less. It truly is. Food is all encompassing sometimes, and you just have to simplify it. Eat good foods. Eat things that you love. Find a way to make something that you really, really like lower in point. How can I get that pasta lower in point? Make a 0-point marinara. At least that topping is 0. Yes, your pasta is 6 points if you want 2 ounces, which of course I did. So yeah, but I'm willing to give that pasta 6 points because it is something that I want. You all have to decide what's important and what isn't important. You know, what foods you cannot live without and what foods, I could do without that. For me, it was pasta, and for me, it's cake. Pure and simple cake. So how could I get cake lower in points? You see my mug recipes? I've found a way. And I can enjoy it. Do I have cake every day? Another good tip. I do not. Because I don't think you should have cake every day. Do I have cake several times a week? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, ma'am. So there is ways, like there's just ways of fitting in things that we love. And we should never, ever, ever sit there and be envious of somebody else when you could absolutely fit it into your plan. You just take some work. Does this journey take work? Yes, it does. You definitely have to fit it in. You have to sit there and think. Like if I'm going to have cake today, let's put that in my tracker. So let me plan my day around my cake. You can do that. You know, if I'm going to have this, if we're going out for dinner and I know where I'm going, I need to plan that dinner. I check out where I'm going, plan that dinner, and then plan my day accordingly. There is ways. And like I said, that's what this community is all about, Dish with D. It's all about figuring it out in a way that's sustainable. Because we all could lose the weight. We all can. It's keeping it off. Keeping ourselves motivated. Because let me tell you something. All these fad things that we try are fleeting. And then it leads to that bottom out where you're frustrated. Frustration leads to, I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm not, and then we binge and we gain like God knows how many pounds in a week because we're just frustrated. I want to take the frustration out of it if I can, and that's how it worked for me. I don't get frustrated. Very rarely at this point I don't get frustrated because why? Because I fit in foods. I do. And you'll know when I've gained, I know the week I've had, like there's gonna be a gain. And I totally am okay with that. Because why? Because I think in life it's normal to gain weight. I'm tired of feeling ashamed, like really, oh, you're in Weight Watchers and you gained. Because it's a lifestyle. And in lifestyles you go up and in lifestyles you go down. But that is what we want here in this community is sustainability. I want to teach you things and I want you to learn that yes, I could fit that in, but I can't have that all the time. And yes, I could fit in snacks, but I gotta, be careful I don't go over my points. I mean, some days you will. Some days you will. It's just how the nature of the beast is. But that doesn't make it a failure if you go over your points. I failed, I went over my points. That's not a failure. And please don't be afraid to eat your weeklies. I know this is like, this is so taboo. You will hear people from both sides of the fence. I'm saying, I'm from the side that if you need them, you use them. I'm not sitting there telling you, oh no, I can't eat my weeklies, I gain. No, because that's not true. It's not. They didn't figure the program for you to eat your weeklies and gain weight. So you can put that out of your head. It's just that, and I say this all the time, if you don't eat enough and then you overeat, yeah, maybe you'll gain weight. These blue dots have to go away. The blue dots drive me insane. You know that drive me insane. Because when it encourages you to eat less, that's never a good thing. And you can say, what? No, blue dots need to go bye-bye. They need to go bye-bye. Just eat your points with good food. I said this in a video yesterday, but sometimes those other plans, the older plans, you were able to fit in like kind of junkish foods that you can't fit in now. My thing is, every day you shouldn't have the junkish foods. But a few times a week you can fit in a little junky food here and there because there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with any food. No food is inherently bad. It's not. But anything all the time is moderation. Moderation is the key. Keeping it moderate and sustainable. Like I say, moderation, portion control. Those are two things that you need. Those are things I want you to learn through your journey and learn and then eventually let's hope that I'm actually getting a little bit, not perfect, at listening to when I'm full. Like I said this before, you don't eat till you're full, you eat till you're not hungry anymore. So that's been kind of new. Like I'm thinking, I ate something, we had ordered these tacos and I had 3 and it came with rice and beans. So I finished 1.5 and I wasn't hungry anymore. And I thought if I finish this half a taco, I'm going to feel, ooh. So I gave it to my husband, he finished it. I was proud of myself. I'm like, wow, I'm trying to listen to that. And I think there was an article I read in that class that I took on nutrition that said Americans tend to say, are you full? No. The Europeans always say, are you still hungry? So that's what I try to say. Am I still hungry? Am I satisfied? Because I'm very big into portions. I'm a volume eater. So I'm trying to, be more mindful of that and know that I've had enough. I'm still not there yet. I'm getting there. I'm gotten a lot better. But there's still times that I just want more. But am I hungry? So that's why I ask myself, am I hungry? And I'll say no, then you don't need to go back. Even if it's broccoli, you don't need to go back for more broccoli if you're not hungry. Just because it's broccoli and it zeroes me, you should have more. So I've been very confident that, it goes with everything, not just like meat. Like if you're not hungry for broccoli, you're not hungry for anything. So I have to keep that in my mindset. So that is, my just following the plan. I'm just trying to listen intuitively. My intuition still tells me to eat, but I'm trying to have that little voice go over the big voice. It's going to take me a while. I'm getting there though, and know that it is possible. If I could sit here and tell you that, being the eater that I was, then there is hope for you. There is. The 2 things also I want to talk about is, besides that, is consistency. Consistency. I say that a lot. I think if you just kind of jump ship a lot to something else, just because you're not losing doesn't mean the plan's not working. Sometimes we're eating the same foods. Maybe try a different, maybe you're eating, like for me, I was eating overnight oats constantly a few years ago for breakfast. So I changed it up a little bit. And now I have a rotation of things that I have all the time. There's about 7 or 8 things that I eat. So I don't always have, as much as I still want to have overnight oats every night, I know I shouldn't. So I try to keep it rotating, but still be consistent. Because I feel like it's not the plan and it's not the food. It's just the way it is. I know that's not an answer that people want to hear because sometimes that's not good enough. Sometimes we just don't ever know what it is. But I always feel like you should just keep to the plan. Keep to the plan. Keep to the plan. And then you will see all of a sudden, oh, there, the scale starts moving again. It will. It will. Your body just needs to, give it time. It doesn't always want to lose weight. It likes being heavy. It likes all that fat. Oh, I hate to use the word fat. It likes all that extra weight because it just does. And so when you're losing it, it's like, oh, wait a minute. No, she can't do that. No, we like it. We like it. It's comfortable. So it's just definitely something you have to, consistency, moderation. Those are the things that I live by. I live by moderation. I live by consistency. Like I said, I thought about going to purple. I'm like, why? What's it good? Purple's not enough points for me. And if things happen the way they're on the board for, we're not going to have all these plans to confuse us anymore. I think that's part of the reason I think Weight Watchers just, I don't know. They don't tell me anything. I wish they did. But back to just following the plan. So if you're up for just keeping it basic, then Dish with D will help you out. And if you're part of my Facebook group, that's where a lot of good things happen. Dish with D's crew. A lot of you are already members. If you're not, go over there to my Facebook group, and it is Dish with D 24/7. There's a lot of great people over there. They could help you out. They answer your questions. We go live here on YouTube Sunday nights, Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and Thursday nights. And sometimes I have a pop-up on a Friday. You just never know. And those are important. And I'll tell you why. You don't have to come to every one, but once in a while to pop into a chat at 7:30 Eastern time here, it just reiterates and rejuvenates you. Like sometimes like you're just having a bad day or just not feeling it, and you come and you listen to the people and you hear the questions and you hear the comments, you hear the tips that they have, and all of a sudden you get that little mojo thing. Like it sounds like, ooh. It starts to move. So that's why I do it. I do it because I know sometimes it's 5 minutes of somebody talking will help you out. I go live in the Facebook group most times for lunch. Today Facebook was down, so I couldn't do it. We have lunch together, we chat, and sometimes it's 5-10 minutes. But again, it reiterates. Sometimes you need to hear somebody remind you, and that's helpful. A voice in the darkness that pulls you back. And that's what I try to do. That is my thing. That is what I kind of always wanted. I always needed that. Like, that's why I would watch YouTube videos on Weight Watchers, and watching those videos would pull me back because I felt like I was floating. Do you ever feel like you're just floating out in the abyss, and then that's throwing you a lifeline and pulling you back and reminding you why you do it and for what reasons that you do it. So come join us on Just Follow the Plan. It's an ongoing challenge. See, nobody realizes that, because we should always be just following the plan. You can add all those other bells and whistles anytime you want. That is totally up to you. I just want the basics. I want you to do the basics, because sometimes that's where you start. Baby steps for baby steps for sustainable changes. You will see them. Like I said, you won't see them next week. You might not see them next month, but I guarantee you in time you will. And you'll be like, wow. And you did it in a way that you didn't feel deprived, because deprived people don't stay on journeys. Frustrated people don't stay on journeys. I'm trying to keep you interested and motivated, like you do to a child. You want to keep them interested and motivated, and they will just want. So I want you to want to do it. So you keep it basics, maybe then you'll want to do it. It's not as bad as we like to think it is. It does take work, it does take thought, but we are all here to help. So thank you for just following the plan with me. I will see you all. We will dish another day, and give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to leave me a comment, that would be fabulous. And if you know anybody needs to just follow the plan with you, you could share this video with anybody you think that could use this, because we're all just trying to help each other out. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe right down there. Hit it. You want to be part of the community.